Chanel has made her nominations, but the power of veto can change everything. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 2. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 2. It's day 40 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week, Chanel is the head of household, giving the Hufflepuffs their second week of power this season. Chanel nominated Dylan and Rianne, both of Ravenclaw, for eviction. But the power veto can change the nominations. Participating in the power veto this week are Chanel, Dylan, Rianne, and Rob, selected in a random draw, Rhonda, picked by Rianne, and Jimbo, picked by Chanel. Who will win the power veto? We'll find out tomorrow. What is the competition? We'll find out shortly. But first, it got a little bit interesting and heated inside the house, and Dan started off with... I'd like to thank Chanel for nominating Dylan. Enjoy your final week here. Maybe celebrate Thanksgiving with us. I'll be thankful when you are no longer here. Smiley face. Well, speaking of Dylan, he just called me a bitch and told me to fuck off. Nice, eh? Why would he do that? What a twat. Ouch! Harsh! Apparently I didn't defend him. Defend him? When? How? And I was kind of laughing at him. Hard not to, though. In our group chat, he just kept going on and on. Hard not to laugh. Well, bitch. It's food and sex and everything and bullshit, but Arby's better than sex. Somebody's having bad sex. Joe tried to convince me today in the lunchroom that there's still an Arby's in Brampton, and I'm like, bitch, if there's an Arby's in Brampton, I will give you $250 right now if you can show me where, because there's not. Trust me. I go to either Burlington or Kingston for my Arby's. Sex. Brisket burger? Sex. Bacon, beef, and cheddar? Sex. Dylan, you're a twerp, a young, impetuous neo-max-a-jizzle-weeble. I'll be glad when you're no longer here. Go back to your mommy and have her wipe away the snot from your nose and the tears from your eyes. Calling someone a bitch is not cool. I'm just gonna say this once. Attacking someone is not cool. Please speak to me directly in Messenger if you have a problem with me. Okay, before we get to the Power Veto competition, I had a chance to watch the annual Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD crossover event. Those shows have so many hot, sexy guys. I mean, I can't even decide. If you put a gun to my head and told me I had 5 seconds to choose one of the guys to have like a one-night stand with, I'd probably be dead because I couldn't decide in 5 seconds. I mean, Taylor Kinney from Chicago Fire, so hot. Jesse Spencer from Fire is hot. Jesse Lee Sulphur from Chicago PD is hot. What's the other guy's name? Patrick Fluger, who reminds me of remember Eurotrip? Administer the Flugerkenstemmler! Patrick Fluger reminds me of that. But anyway, but if you are a fan of the show, Patrick Fluger cut his hair and dyed it blonde, kind of similar to mine actually. Maybe it was more blonde, less highlights. But anyway, so he cut his hair and dyed it blonde, but they filmed the episode in bits and pieces and then edited it after. So in one scene, his hair is long and brown. Then in the next scene, it's short and blonde. And then it goes back to long and brown. And then the next scene is short and blonde. And sometimes in the same scene, his hair is changing. And I'm like, holy continuity error. But yeah, those 3 shows, like, they're so hot. All the guys on Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD are really, really hot. And then there's some girls on the show too, but who cares? Okay, let's get to the Power Veto competition. Only 6 people will participate in the Power Veto competition. The head of household, Chanel, the 2 nominees, Dylan and Rianne, and 3 people selected in a random draw, who were Rob, Rhonda, Rianne's choice, and Jimbo, Chanel's choice. This week's Power Veto competition is called Big Brother Poker, and here's how it works. You're all going to be playing some Texas Hold'em poker. Pay attention though, because my rules might be different. I don't follow the rules exactly, and there's always different rules. You know, Caribbean this and Norwegian that, and Hong Kong, Manila, blah blah. Anyway, so everybody starts with 100 gold galleons. Galleons are the currency in Harry Potter. That's why gold galleons. So you each have 100 galleons. Each hand starts with a 10 galleon buy-in, so you're automatically going to go down to 90, and you have to put in 10 galleons each time. I will reveal 3 of the 5 cards. You will then get your 2 cards. In the first round, you can decide whether you want to switch one or both of your cards. You have 5 cards that you can exchange. So for those of you that are saying poker is about luck and there's no strategy and no bluffing, this and that, I'm letting you change up to 5 cards. So if you don't like your 2 cards, you get a 6 and a 9 offsuit. You can change them both. You can change 5 cards throughout the entire competition. You change your cards and then you decide whether to stay or fold. If you fold, you obviously advance to the next following hand. But you still lose your 10 galleons. If you stay, in the next round, I'll reveal the 4th card. If you then stay again, you have to put 5 galleons into the pot. Actually, if you stay in the first place, you're putting 5 galleons into the pot. If you fold again, you're out of that hand. Once there is a round where everybody stays, we'll reveal the 5th and final card, and whoever wins the hand gets all the money in the pot, while everybody else loses their money. At the end, when everybody has lost their money, or at the end of 10 hands, whoever has the highest amount of money will win the Power Veto competition. So again, I know this one's a bit complicated, so I'm going to say it again. You're dealt your 2 cards, you can switch 1 or 2 of your cards, and you have 5 cards that you can switch with. I'll reveal 3 of the cards, you then decide whether to stay, put in 5 galleons, or fold. I'll reveal the 4th card, stay, put in another 5 galleons, or fold. And then we'll keep doing that, stay or fold, until there's a round where everybody stays. Once everybody stays, I'll reveal the 5th and final card. Whoever wins the hand wins all the money. At the end of 10 hands, whoever has the most amount of galleons will win the Power Veto, or the last man standing in case everybody else goes bankrupt. Okay? With that said, who will win the Power Veto in the Big Brother Poker Stars competition? Find out tomorrow. Monday is the Power Veto ceremony. Will the winner of the Power Veto choose to use it to save Dylan or Rianne from the chopping block? And who would Chanel nominate in their place? Tuesday, the final 2 nominees played their case, and Wednesday is the next live eviction, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake House, expelled from Hogwarts, lose their shot at the $250 Cheesecake Factory gift card, and be the last person evicted prior to jury. I'm Andrew Shefsick. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guest. Good night.